Hi to everybody who's watching this video. I finally decided to do the step and start this video series where I'm telling about my walk with God. I'm a Christian for many, many, many years, probably all my life, even if it took me a long time to really find something out about it. But there's so many stories, so many incidences, so many experiences I had that I just decided I wanted to somehow tell about it. I was thinking of writing a book, maybe write it all together in a book, but I don't think this is ever going to happen. So this is maybe the easier way for me to do this. So I will do this, and first of all, I want to do this not to defend my faith or myself. I just want to share it, and maybe who knows who is ever going to see that, but maybe it will spread some hope and the interest of maybe one day opening up a Bible and considering giving your life to God. Like I said, it was for me a long, long journey. I'm 63 years old now, and my journey started obviously a long time ago. When I was a child, I did not grow up in a... Oh, that's my dog. I did not grow up in a Christian family, but I grew up in Germany in the, I was born in 56, so it was very common that people would baptize their children, and so I was baptized in a Protestant church. I also was confirmed when I was 14 years old. But as I said, I wasn't really growing up in a Christian home. My dad was interested in science, and he didn't really want to have anything to do with God. And my mom did believe in God, but she kept it very private and didn't talk much about it. What she did do, though, was when we were little, she would say a prayer at night when we were in bed with us, like a little children's prayer. But that was pretty much it, and that stopped probably by the time I was like 8 or 9 years old. But for some reason, there was something in me where I felt always close to God. I always believed in God. And so what I did, I loved to go for walks by myself. We had a little cabin out in the countryside, and it was beautiful. There were just some farmhouses around, beautiful meadows and trails through the forest, and I loved to go for a walk when I was a child. And when I was walking, I was always talking to God. I was always telling him everything about my life. And what was very typical in Germany was that along those trails, there were very often little benches, and beside those benches were big wooden crosses, usually with a little roof over them. And often there was Jesus on the cross, or there were also sometimes pictures, usually like scary pictures with hellfire and horrible faces in the fire. I didn't know what that meant, but I was scared by them, but I was also somehow drawn to all of that. And I know that one day I must have asked one of those farmers why Jesus was on the cross, and they just told me that he had died for us. And I didn't understand any of it. So that's really all I knew. So one day when I was about 12 years old or so, again, I was going on a long walk, chatting with God, telling him the latest stories about my life. And all of a sudden I stopped, and I was like, God, it's so funny that I always talk to you, but I don't know you. I've never met you. I don't know where you are. And all this stuff about Jesus on the cross and why he died for us. I don't understand that. And all of a sudden I just heard in my head, it was not an audible voice. It was in my head, a voice saying, one day you will know. And it was fine with me. I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. That's great. And then I just kept on walking. And I never thought about it anymore. Yeah, and then I grew up and I became a teenager, and I was like a typical teenager, and everything was more important than God or school. Obviously, I had my first boyfriends, and eventually I got married and I had a little girl. And while I was still believing in God, I didn't really pay a lot of attention to God. That what I used to do, talking to God when I was a child, I wasn't really doing this anymore. And then something happened. But that I tell you in the next video. Bye.